Hey, I'm Ethan Peterson. I'm taking a research and development class here at Gull Lake High School. And for my research and development project, I'm working on a video game with two teammates, Will and Alex. And if you recall from my last video log, I was working on redesigning my character. And so, after a few attempts of trying to redraw him, I went back to separating him into different body parts. I realized belatedly that I have to try to include 3D looking characters in a 2D game, even though it's a 2D game. And I went through a bunch of different sketches and ended up on part of the sketch that you see in the center, and I uploaded that to Unity, and I'm now working on rigging him so that I can create a run cycle and a walk cycle for him. This isn't the final sprite for the character because I do have to make some changes to him. For example, the pants and tunic, or bottom part of the tunic, needs to be changed so that each leg can go in front of the other. Right now, it's more like the pants are facing the screen instead of angled like the rest of his body is. And additionally, his glove on his left arm needs to flip around so that it's facing the opposite direction, and it'll be more realistic when he's running because you don't have your hands facing the same way as you run. So I separated his body parts and watched a couple videos on how to rig and create bones and stuff, and so I'm working on that right now. If you can view the bones here, what I've got started. Um, I created the first two bones at the torso of his body, then went up to the head. And actually, so the videos that I watched, they didn't have a human character with arms, legs, a torso, and a head. Um, Actually, one of the sprites just had two legs and a head. So it was a little bit difficult trying to figure out the body parts where bones are supposed to go for him. And I'm probably still going to make a lot more changes because I'm having some trouble right now getting everything to move correctly. But I do have bones. I named them all, and so you can see this is, what is it, hip, and torso, shoulder, forearm, glove, and it goes on. Um, when you take one of the bones and you start to move it, it affects the rest of the body. And so if I go to my weight section and I move his little foot, and it distorts everything else. Once I figure out how to correctly apply weights to the rest of the body, it won't do that. But right now, I can move, say, the top part of his torso, and it inverts everything, except the head's kind of staying the same, and the arms are too. But everything that it's connected to, it's distorted. It's not. It doesn't look right, obviously. And I can move the arms. It does the same thing. If I start from the base of the arm, then it looks kind of decent. And then if I go from here, I just need to figure out how to make them not so connected to each other. And so I'm probably gonna make each part heavy, or I don't. I'm not entirely sure what to do with the weights for that, but I know I can look at each individual bone that I've created and attach more weight to it or less weight, and that's probably going to help me. But and once I distort the character, um, instead of just pressing Control Z or going to the revert button, I can just restore the pose. So that's pretty nice. It's a handy feature that I learned from the videos. Um, Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. I'm still working on redesigning him again right now, and so I'm gonna add a more appealing looking, uh, like pant, like legs, torso, and his glove. Of course, is gonna get switched. I also might add a backpack to him so that he looks a little bit more interesting. But that's where I'm at. Thank you for watching video log number 3, and I'll see you in the next one.